לישראל יש היום באיראן חופש פעולה גדול מאי פעם. אנחנו יכולים להגיע לכל מקום באיראן על פי הצורך. היעד העליון שהצבתי לצה"ל ולזרועות הביטחון הוא למנוע מאיראן להשיג נשק גרעיני.
So this week, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netyanhu arrived in Washington for what was supposed to be the routine show of alliance, a reaffirmation of the unbreakable bond between the United States and Israel. But that's not what happened, because if you watched closely and if you listened to not just what was said, but what wasn't said, what you saw wasn't unity. It was friction, tension, a recalibration of power. Let's start with Iran. Trump shocked Netanyahu with the announcement that he's beginning negotiations with Iran. Not war, not sabotage, not assassination, but talks.
We're having direct talks with Iran, and they've started. It'll go on Saturday. We have a very big meeting, and we'll see what can happen. And I think everybody agrees that doing a deal would be preferable to doing the obvious. And the obvious is not something that I want to be involved with, or frankly, that Israel wants to be involved with if they can avoid it. So we're going to see if we can avoid it. But it's getting to be very dangerous territory. And hopefully those talks will be successful. And I think it would be in Iran's best interest if they are successful. And we hope that's going to happen.
Okay, so to most Americans, that sounds reasonable, right? Rational even. We've spent decades in the Middle East, thousands of lives lost, trillions of dollars burned. Diplomacy should always be on the table, especially with a regional power like Iran. But to Netanyahu, that's not just a disappointment. It's a threat. And you can see it in his body language as he's listening to Trump say, we're going to be opening up negotiations with Iran and it's starting this weekend. Netanyahu isn't just uncomfortable, he's unnerved. And so Netanyahu responded. Here he is. He's actually speaking Hebrew in this, and he is calling for the Libyan model. Let me actually just read for you what he says. Because you won't be able to listen to this. If you did, it was in Hebrew anyway. But he says, I've just finished my second visit to the U.S. in 2 months, a very warm visit with my friend, President Donald Trump. You could be impressed from the great closeness and friendship between us, which was expressed in the issues we discussed. First of all, Iran, we agree that Iran will not have nuclear weapons. This can be done by agreement, but only if this agreement is Libyan style. They go in, blow up the installations, dismantle all of the equipment under American supervision and carried out by America. Carried out by America. This would be good. The second possibility that will not be is that they will drag out their talks, and then there is the military option. Everyone understands this. We spoke about it at great length. Are you kidding me? The Libyan model? Let's pause on that. And by the way, carried out by America, blowing up all of their installations, dismantling their equipment, carried out by America, the Libyan model.